remember to read because I haven't got my phone on me. Can you see them?
Mm-hmm. Christmas.
I have to fix up the little screw holes in that side of the frame when they put our new door on, because they put the door the other way. Make sure that they don't put the new door on like this.
That won't. That's not happening. And yes, this is Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I can see how this insulation will work good though.
It should do.
When everything's settled, I'll ask someone and check what insulation's on the other half. Can't they just lay other stuff on top of the old?
G'day, Tony. We're just waiting for Santa. We put these $2 Christmas lights, you buy from the cheap shop.
Actually, they were from Bunnings.
Oh, Bunnings, up in the world. Say no more, say no more. Can't show you tonight, but all the insulation, well, about 90% of the insulation is in.
You'll have to film that in the morning before they cover it up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Because you didn't do it today.
No, well, I went to the dentist and gave him an offering of more money. How's your system working out, Tony? How's the new Tesla battery? Should have it hooked up to the computer by now. You're probably making money, not spending money. On the 20th, we're just organising 6.6 kilowatt we're getting, but we're having micro inverters on each panel, and that helps if you get a bit of shade. Doesn't take all the power, doesn't affect all the panels. Costs you though. With a 5 kilowatt inverter, I think ours is about 5.2, 5.3. But it's also battery ready. But batteries, I was going to get one, but I'm looking at the prices in the futures market on them, says we'll save 40% in about 2 years. And we won't get any electricity bill anyway. The guy sat down and said, "Can I see your last bill?" I said, "Sure." He said, "You won't be paying anything." He said, "Would you live by candlelight?" I said, "No. We don't, just are very frugal in what we use." Things like insulation that's gone up. It's R4, which is a very thick. How thick's that piece that's opened up there? Must be about a foot thick. It's wool insulation. It's about a foot thick, so no sheep are getting in my house.
Yeah, so we'll look into getting the rest of the house
that's good.
done.
The what?
I'll look into getting the rest of the house done when we're finished, because we can go through the manhole.
Yeah, we've got to get to that point, Tony. We've got to get to the point where we can control energy. And what I mean by that is that if we don't have to pay for our energy, and we're producing our energy, you can then not have to work so hard. if the whole world had energy that didn't cost them anything, it's a case of what does energy cost normal people? Well, in the UK, I've got family and friends, and I can tell you, and this hasn't changed. I remember my grandmother and mother telling me that a third of the income they earned went on keeping them warm in the UK. And some people in Australia spend an enormous amount on air conditioning bills because I looked into it years ago, mate, and we're having, in the new section, we've got 2 bedrooms and an office, and they're both all 3 of those are getting a reverse cycle air conditioner just for the room. And in this big area, we're getting a 7 kilowatt just for the room. So we'll have, in an event, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 air conditioners in the house. And people say, you're mad. Well, I'm not, because if you're in the bedroom and you're not running a massive motor for a ducted air conditioning system, even though you can control where the air goes, it still runs a huge motor. The motor on a 2.5 or 2.6 kilowatt air conditioner is not that expensive to run. We're talking 25 cents an hour. And of course, like you, we'll be pumping energy back to the system. Our air conditioning will be free. Reverse cycle, a little bit more. I think it goes to about 3.2 kilowatt in heat, but we just, last winter, we didn't use bugger all electricity. This summer we've used bugger all. And like the guy said, oh, you'll save $250 a bill. I said, I don't pay $250 a bill. He said, oh, okay. But I still want the battery in the end. It's not that I don't want it, and that's why I'm buying a battery-ready system, which means the battery can be hooked up at any time. It's because the futures tell us, the markets, futures markets in business, if you like, tell us that 40% savings can be had in about 24 months. And since I'm not going to be paying any electricity, the battery is my power station. As you will find out, it's your private power station that you can use during blackouts, and we're going to get plenty of them. Next, well, today was 100. We had 2 days just before today that were pretty good, 28 and 29. Previous 3 days were 40, and the next 6 days are 40 or 41 here. So that's why the insulation's going in, a foot thick. A little air conditioner ticking over will keep the whole area that we sit in cool. Not many people are conscious of that. I know, what was M's bill at one stage? Yeah, 600 for 2 months, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
That's what I reckon.
We never have a bill over 200. It's usually 120, 140.
That's why I reckon the older houses, well, it was different back then. They're just not insulated properly.
That's what I mean, Tony. You have your own power station. And let's be honest, if you have a power problem, you'll use the Tesla battery, but you'll probably be a bit frugal, thinking, well, I don't know how long the power blanket's going to go for, and I've got about 3/4 of a day's normal power in the Tesla. What about I just only have a light on and just keep things going with the fridge and that? But you'll be the one in the street with the lights on. I've had it for years. We used to have our neighbours come over and say, how come everyone else's lights out and your house has got power? And I said, well, come out the back and I'll show you. Oh, solar panels. Then I had a big array of batteries. I didn't pay any electricity then either. Well, one of the things we looked into was consumption, work backwards. Yeah, that's right. Well, you should have enough to run a whole normal house. Hello, Mel. How are you? Mrs. Seeds is behind us. We just put on our big Christmas display. See that? $2 from Bunnings. Actually, there's a reason why those are there.
Hey, Mel.
All the electricity in this old kitchen has been turned off because they're putting in insulation, gyprock, so there's no power in here. So hence the cheap $2 lights from Bunnings. But there's enough light to see what we're doing. Yeah, that's more than enough, Tony. But I worked years ago, working backwards. I would think, well, how do we work this out? I had a kilowatt meter. I'm sure you know what that is. It's where you attach that to the wall and then say attach your fridge to that. It then tells you what your fridge is using in kilowatts. Same with every other appliance. So to give you an idea, we just bought a big TV just for the lounge because we've got a big lounge now, and it's 65 inch, but it only uses 100 watts an hour. The old TVs used to gobble up the electricity, but not now. How have you been, Mel? Have you been good? The missus put her tree up. When did you put it up? First?
Yep. After
first?
helping all the kids put theirs up.
Yeah.
And then I had to come home and do my by myself.
It's big though. It's about 7 foot tall. Big tree.
Haven't you got it on your channel?
Yeah, I think there's a little video of me and the missus showing you the Christmas tree. But independent power. Actually, Mel, do you have solar panels? I'm sure you do. Everyone's got solar panels. Oh, that's no good. Betty, your last chicken has
Yes,
forgot
to tell him, Mel.
gone to chicken heaven.
Yeah, but she's got crabs.
You haven't got solar. The question would be, why not?
She's got crabs.
What, instead of solar?
Mel's got crabs.
Oh dear, well that's what happens when you go overseas, Mel.
She's got crabs, I'm serious.
You can get solar. What's your power bill? Just curious. Every 2 months we all get a bill in WA. Who are we with? Synergy?
Yeah.
Synergy we're with. Hello Jenny, Jen. Good morning, good evening.
Hello. I'm not on my phone, so...
Aren't you looking forward to the warm weather, Mel? Claudia, yeah, that's obvious name. And Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, very funny. 260 to 300 every turn. How would you like not to pay anything? Except up front about $4 grand, something like that, $5 grand, whatever. And then don't pay any electricity bills. Let's see, 300 over 12 months, that's 3,600. Oh my goodness, it's going to take you a year and a half to pay your system off. Why aren't you using solar? Yeah, man, it's going to be hot, isn't it? I mean, today would have been 100 here, and then we've got, it's about 38. It's going to be 40, 41, 40, 41, and then it's dropping down to 39. Woo! Where's VMAC? I think she's probably in the kitchen hitting the porridge about now. Is VMAC's normal tendency? But it's certainly been hot. It's been the hottest I can remember. A little bit cooler in Mandurah, as the foreigners call it. Mandurah.
Yeah.
Do you live in Mandurah? No, mate, we live in Mandurah. No, it says Mandurah. Get back on the plane, mate. To get 2 toofies out. Strange enough, I went to the dentist today. Oh, he's torn his AC. Oh dear, that's money. I had root canal done, I had the second stage done and I was about to get the crown. And today, I think I ate a...
Crunchy.
Well, no, I think it might have been the ham, cheese and tooth sandwich. Because I can't find the damn tooth. Disappeared. So obviously I consumed it.
Did you not crunch it?
And to get a new, what do they call it, an implant, it's about $5.5 grand. Or go to Thailand, have a great week, live it up, get your teeth done, and still come back with change out of $5 grand. All right, mate, have a good one, Tony. We're looking forward. Make sure you do a little video. You don't have to put your ugly mug in front. just of your system. I'm interested anyway. You've been causing trouble again, Mel. No, I know it's your dog. I do know the names of your dogs. But yeah, vet bills are very expensive. Have you got you told me you had vet insurance, I think, didn't you? I'm pretty sure you did. I've got a pretty good memory. But still a lot of money up front. So your dog's got good teeth, but your husband's got none. You had a little debate with Vin. He's going through a tough time, I'm sure. He's very stoic, but it looks like he's at breaking point to me. Hello, Danni G. I'm competing with you.
Hi, Danny.
You see that? And can you see Santa's hand waving? See that? No expense spared. No, we're not all at breaking point. Some of us, life's a road covered in shit. Mel, every now and then you'll step in a pole and then you think, maybe I should be looking a bit harder. So you will eventually keep going down that shitty road and you will step in piles of crap. But as you get a bit older, you tend to be aware of the piles of shit. Hello, Buttercup.
Hey, Buttercup.
Woody, woody, woe. I'm thinking of streaming again and having funny panels. Yep, that sounds good. With no fussing.
Who said that?
You think it would work? Like the good old day? Yeah, where no one asks for money, Jen. And everyone has a laugh. And when someone misbehaves, you just boot them in the ass. You know, like all of us now sitting around a campfire. And Mel's getting a bit disgusting. We say, Mel, behave yourself. Stop being so disgusting. And she giggles and laughs and grabs another drink. But it's become abhorrent, the bottom of YouTube. Everyone's sticking their damn hand out. And everywhere you see money, you see anger. In one form or another. Be it the host defending their position, why I'm collecting money, or someone having a go at them. But the root of the evil is asking for money. But yeah, Jen, just to fire them up. Get people laughing and chatting and talking about how to make bread and what did you do last week, went fishing. You know, normal conversation without attracting anger or accusing somebody of something. That would be a good channel. Jen would be best ever behaved. I'm sure she would. See, what's been lost, and you're highlighting it, but what has been lost is the art of just general conversation without having to pay any due. And I don't mean just money. Some channels want you to just agree with them. If you don't agree with their narrative, well, they'll boot you. When in fact, that's not a conversation, that's a dictatorship. You should have, and all of you have the right to question me. I'll say shut up, of course, and get angry and kick the wall, but I'll get over it. There seems to be a lot of polished egos, Jen, if you know what I mean. That's what I think. A lot of these people may have had nothing happen in their lives that made it exciting, so they're going to be damn sure to be Adolf Hitler in their channel. It just doesn't work. They all collapse eventually. They end up getting hated, which is sad. But what's Mel say? I watch Tubi for entertainment and giggle. Yep, that's me. I'm finding it so hard. Everyone just seems to be flipping the coin and whacking on a button saying, send me some money. Why? If I took Mel and Danni G out for lunch, we'd laugh, have a few drinks, give each other the shits, then we'd go home. In real life, it'd be fun. And we've done it. We went out to lunch with Mel. It was fun. But it seems to be everyone has to pay a price on these channels, be it monetary or towing the line. It's okay to disagree. Do you know what I mean? if I say something, and the conversations that we had with Mel, she didn't agree with everything I said, and I didn't agree with everything she said, but we still had a laugh. The art of agreeing to disagree is indeed an art form. Why people want to put each other down, I'll never understand. You can not like someone, that's okay. It's okay not to like someone. It really is. You just don't involve yourself with them, you don't go to their channel, etc. It's your choice. I've done it a lot in the last 6 months. I've walked away from many channels. And I don't tell them what to do. I just don't agree with what they're doing. But it's not my place to tell them how to run their channel. They will self-destruct on their own. I know I'm probably I would bore people, because if I do panels, I'll be talking about food. And guess what? If I've got Mel on the panel, that's all we'll talk about. And we'll have fun. We'll have a laugh. And I said to someone the other day, Mel, if I got 10 people to make a lasagna and bring it round to my home, there'd be 10 different lasagnas. But all good. All in their own way, the way that the person that made it likes to make it. And none of them would look the same or taste the same. Similar. But that's the beauty of life. It's the differences that interest us in each other, not the similarities. I thought you bought yourself a beer out, but you bought out... I thought you bought yourself a beer out, but you bought out a tin of Glen 20. Did you fart?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's a fart shield. Yeah, I'll be wandering into your channel, Danni G, if you fire up a... Hey, look, even if you just do it by yourself, like I'm doing, but I'm waiting for the house to finish to get another computer, and I'll do hangouts, but they will be fun, and there'll be a laugh. Oh, I'm buffering. You'll be huffing it, Mr. Seeds. I do not know your language. Are you Nyunga? Yamaji, I'm not sure.
So she didn't say buffering.
No, she said, don't be huffing it, Mr. Seeds. The younger people of today, I don't understand. Mel's only a young whippersnapper of about 23, 24 years of age. She speaks in another language. Hello, Jojo.
Hey, Jojo.
I see, no windows. Jojo tried to escape the Apple store, but he couldn't because there were no windows. Get it? Boom, boom. I'm going to nickname him Basil Brush shortly.
Oh, I just got it.
No, actually Glen 20 is good stuff. You know when you've got rooms that you don't use very often, and you think, just give it a bit of a spray. Gets rid of anything that's in the room, it's good.
Yeah, and with this hot weather and you've got the aircon and everything closed up, it's good to spray it.
Oh dear. Jojo entered what he ate today into his new fitness app, and it sent an ambulance to his door. Don't eat that shit. No, go for it, Jenny Jen. I'm sure the people here would come and visit. And you don't have to try. This is what I believe is the secret on media. It's just be yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Don't be something you're not.
That's what I keep saying.
You can't keep it up.
I sometimes feel like we're the only idiots that are us.
Well, you get what you say with me. If you rock up and we have lunch, I won't talk any different. I won't be any different. Danni G's video, that was amazing. I love the projected Santa, that was really cool. And this house will look like that next Christmas, I promise you.
They sell them in Bunnings, what Danni G had.
Yes, I do. In fact, there are Egyptian emojis that I remember as a child painting. Buttercup has a good question today.
Oh, what is it?
She's been working on this all night.
What is it, Buttercup? I haven't got my phone, you got to read it to me.
Mrs. I am a hot model, 7 foot. She is so tall, you can see the cheeks of her bum just by standing next to her. 7 foot tall. Unbelievable.
What?
Mel says, I am a hot model 7 foot.
Yep.
We remember seeing her walking up the street with those two little badgers trying to escape from her knickers. Up and down, up and down. My goodness.
What's Buttercup's
Traffic
question?
accidents and everything. What's Buttercup's question? You've been working on it all week. This is going to be a doozy. There's no question about that.
Yep. I've got to hurry up before Seats loses his chat because I haven't got my phone on me. I'm not reading the chat.
The thing about this insulation we've got in at the moment is that we've got hot days coming up, so all it's going to do is keep the heat in. Okay, Attila the Hun died on his honeymoon. What was the cause?
He died on his honeymoon. I didn't even know that. Attila the Hun.
Well, he died violently. So I don't think it was overuse of his official member. I think he had the sword put in him. I could be wrong. Attila the Hun lived by the sword, and I'm pretty sure he died by it.
Asphyxiation.
My wife suggested we should try some role reversal in bed, so I told her I have a headache. Very funny.
Is it asphyxiation, Buttercup?
Buttercup says no.
No. Just by the sword then.
Well, no, she said no to that because I mentioned that. He did die violently though.
On his honeymoon. Got poisoned.
He didn't die in a B-class van by any chance.
If I had my phone, I'd Google it. Come on, Danni G, Google it. Mel, Google it. What did he die on his honeymoon? Something, is it something kinky?
No, I don't think you'd say Attila the Hun was kinky. His son was a bit of a nasty piece as well, but that was Jojo the Hun.
Slipped in. They didn't really have showers back then. Poisoned.
Not the era for poisoning, or for bludgeoning and stabbing and swiping heads off.
A heart attack.
Spider bite, Danny says. Here we go. Jojo says, I have a new job. Got a job as a senior director of Old MacDonald's Farm. I'm the CIEIO. Get it? You better do a video soon, Jojo. I'm going to have you booted off YouTube for non-performing.
What was my last answer? I'm too tired to remember my last answer.
Poison, you said.
Poison.
Do you know everybody, and I don't mean this to be a tearjerker, but everyone has a story to tell. And lots of us won't tell our full story. And you know that's okay. But we still have a rich tapestry of life that we have lived. It's one of those wonderful things. 7.5 billion people on planet Earth, and each and every one, be it sad, happy, has a story. And that's what I want to do in the future, is get one-on-ones with people and just let them tell their story, because the average person has more to offer you in an interesting experience of their life than any movie will ever have, because truth is far more interesting than fiction.
And we have Buttercup with hard questions. Did he choke?
Danny says, kind of correct. What did Danny say?
Spider.
He died of pure piss. I'm pretty sure Attila the Hun got carved up nastily, so I'm not sure where I've been reading my history wrong.
Did Danni G last say spider bite? Snake bite?
The comparison between work and hell says there's a very fine line between pleasure and pain. Want the answer? Yeah, we do, because I'm a bit confused. Danni G is close.
Close
died
by
of pure
saying.
bliss.
Yeah,
He died of happiness.
He choked himself having an orgasm.
You would think that would be in excess. Get it?
Uh,
That's exactly what he did.
hung himself.
Well, he was well hung, that's for sure. Good Lord, said Mel. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Danni G? My friends all got buttercups. I want one for my tree. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Danni G? Disgusting, says Mel. They celebrated weddings for 30 days and, as I tell, embittered. Okay, I don't know what that word means. And embittered for every one of them alcohol poisoning. Ah, well, I think Mr. Gaines
I
said poisoning.
Poisoned. Yeah, I did. I said poison. So alcohol poisoning because they had too much for celebrating too long. Well, I didn't realise he died on his honeymoon.
I think it's the funniest thing I've ever seen repeatedly in my life is when someone's got the giggles, and it could be just over something, sort of a little joke you told, but somehow it's their button, and they can't stop giggling.
Yes,
very funny.
That's happened to me.
Hello, Dave. I am a French Canadian. We have blood
Dave.
poisoning when the alcohol level is too low
You
in our veins. Yes, that's true. The French do like a nice drop.
You missed
No
the question, Dave.
Then he died high and happy. Look, I have a pretty good memory, and I'm not going to argue with you, Buttercup, and I'll take your answer, but I'm pretty sure Attila the Hun died a gruesome death.
Yeah,
Not a happy death.
Poison.
But again, I could be wrong. Maybe I read the wrong history book. Doesn't matter. You answered it even without knowing the question, Dive. It was poisoning through alcohol. Daisy's the rabbit's name, isn't it?
Yes.
Daisy, Daisy.
Oh, God, that's creepy.
Give me your answer, do. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. Daisy, are you listening? Ears up in the air, hiding in the corner. No! Must be like Watership Down for Daisy every time she hears my voice.
Poor bunny.
But there are very few places I'm willing to go because I just see the same misery in channels. The anger, the rebuttals, the accusations, on and over and over. I just cannot be bothered. But to laugh truly is the best medicine. And even just to listen to other people laughing is good for you. That's true. I'm not making that up.
Bed's a good thing too.
What?
Bed's a good thing too.
Yeah, we're going to bed shortly.
Do you like our Christmas lights, Dive?
No expense spared.
$2 from Bunnings.
There's no other electricity in this part of the house. At the moment, all the insulation's in. But it's like, I'll explain it to you. If you get a panel going, Jenny, Jen, and say it's you, Mal, and whoever, and there's laughter going on. Now, you will never hear it, and you will never see it, but trust me, the people in the side chat will be laughing with you. And it's a true gift to give people, because not much of the day would you laugh. Do you know what I mean? There's not much to laugh about. Sometimes there's a funny bit, but if someone can get you laughing for half an hour, you're doing them good without even knowing it. One day, Mel, I'm going to sit you down and teach you the English language. Just me, you, one-on-one, with a ladle in each hand. On guard.
Oh, what'd
Touche.
she say?
No, it's just because she's a young woman, she uses these words
If I had my phone, I'd understand.
disgusting.
I'd understand what you're saying, Mel, but Seeds is like born in 1859, so he doesn't get it.
Yes, I remember it well. Just after Krakatoa, 1883. That was terrible, Krakatoa. 2 cold winters. What did Vin say last night? I think Vin's going through a tough time. I don't go to his channel just on principle. Even though he doesn't want money, he does have a button there, and he knows that. That's the only reason I don't go. I'm unilateral in that decision. I like Vin. I just think he's hitting a wall at the moment.
You have to message me, Mel, and tell me. I will watch your videos, Danny. I just haven't been on YouTube for nearly a month.
I watch all of them, Danny. The missus doesn't. I don't know what to say about that.
I've been busy. I haven't even turned my computer on.
Jojo, do a damn video. Well, I can read between the lines. I don't think Vinny probably thought Mel is the Mel that was getting him angry. And I wasn't even there.
What?
That's what I believe. I think maybe Vinny thought Mel was someone else. Am I on board there at all, Jenny Jen? Did he think she was somebody else? That's what I read between the lines. Mel doesn't offend anyone. She's a straight shooter.
Mel doesn't. Mel's straight.
I don't think it would have been that at all. I think it may have been a case of misrepresentation, thinking Mel was somebody else. No, he knows you. Okay. Well, that's okay. Not everyone has to like you. I like you, because you're 7 foot tall. I've got buns but rabbits bouncing around.
Stop.
Being a model couldn't help. I'm only human. No, there's a, and if Vinny was here, I'd say it to his face. It's not, I wouldn't say it, but he's going through a hard time, and he's got to make a decision soon about a direction he wants his life to go. And you can't live on the internet day and night.
The internet 24/7 is not going to solve his problems. He's welcome to ring us anytime he wants. He has our number.
He's welcome to come here.
You can tell him he's got our number. He can ring us.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with everything that Vinny does, but that's Vinny's life. I don't run it. I don't pay for it. So he can do what he damn well please. But well, actually, one day you might find out, Dive, if you come down. But you will fall in love with our oceans. You know, coral reefs with colour.
He's not coming to
Fish
visit.
that you've never seen before.
We'll be going over to Canada before
We've got
he comes
about
here.
3,000 species of fish on my coast alone.
And they all want to kill you.
Well, some want to kill you, I've got to admit that.
Look, even our plants want to kill you.
I don't know what people know about having a stroke. It's variable. In other words, it can be extremely severe. Now, Vinny is very fortunate. His is not good, but it's not severe.
It still affects your brain.
Yep. And what it is, it's a process. You're relearning. But it doesn't change. Usually, and this is universal, those people that have strokes get angry at the world in general. But that's a pretty normal human reaction if you think about it. Things that you could do, you can't. Things you want to do, you're not allowed to. But you can't make excuses for behaviour based on the state of health. It's still the same brain inside. It may not be functioning on full cylinders, but it's still the same brain. Painting my chicken snarls. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I'll do the same, Mel.
It's Jojo's latest joke. I gave up my seat to a blind person on the bus. I'm a considerate person. However, I lost my job as a bus driver.
Oh God, Jojo. Honestly, you should write them in a book. My
I reckon you could
our
do some
grandson
funny
would
videos.
like those jokes.
Even if it was just one video a week, Jojo's Joke of the Week. People would get in tune and would keep watching. Yeah, well, you young kids are all the same, Mel. That's what you always say. That's a dad joke. I don't understand some of these words, and I'm pretty clever. I've done my fingers are getting bony aids. Okay.
Is that Mel?
No, that's Jojo.
Oh.
I imagine, Dive, it's getting extremely cold where you are, for sure.
Make sure you keep that bunny warm.
Yes, it was terrible, but at least some joy was brought to the world. And do you know, I grew up with Sophia Loren because she was in 1 million BC. Yeah. Nice little tight tiger outfit she used to wear. It's 9:20 in Australia. Well, that's the time here. It's 12:30 a.m. on the East Coast. What's your plans for Elbo's birthday? Well, I imagine donating an enormous amount of money to build up his self-esteem so he can buy a new mirror. I love herbs. Actually, no, the garden's not looking that good.
No.
We've had, out of the last 10 days, 8 days over 100. And everything's suffering. We're getting tomatoes and chilies.
Because of where you've planted it, we didn't put a massive amount of energy and money into the garden. I mean, it's crap soil around there.
Yeah, no.
I just can't.
But we're getting stuff out of it.
I can't save some stuff. The chilies and the tomatoes. That's it now.
Oh, there's herbs. Some of the herbs still going well.
Well, what's the name?
But it's the heat. It's been amazingly hot.
Basil's bolting.
I mean, our average temperature is 8 degrees up from normal per day.
Oh, Mozzie. You're going to get Glen 20'd, Mozzie.
I wouldn't mind a little video, Mel. Be very interesting to see what you got going.
Who, Mel?
Yeah, she just planted stuff.
Oh, did you, Mel?
Chili, tomato, basil. Nice. Stuff you use in the kitchen.
We will do a proper garden. It's just...
But even, like I say, even though this garden's been affected by an enormous amount of heat,
and
we're still producing food. A bad gardener still eats well. I would suffer your jokes all day rather than watch Elbo. Agreed. Yep, they're the ones. Basil, parsley, oregano, sage.
Note how we say the words.
Not oregano. We say oregano.
Oregano. Herbs. H.
Yeah, there's a H in herbs, by the way, my American friend. You know, when you write it out, it says H-E-R. But yes, herbs, not herbs. What's the point of going to school if you're not going to use the letters that you were taught? Just saying.
What's the name? Oregano.
Origami. Different. But we're in for a bit of a hot spell. I don't know what Mandura Mel's copping, but you won't be much cooler than we are. We're 40 for the next 4 days. Then, like I said, it drops down to a cool 39 Celsius.
I'm going to bed.
Got so hot here last week. We had 3 plasterers working on a Monday, on Tuesday. 2 were in bed with heat stroke. Unbelievable heat. Just sapping. Just keep the water up to your little seedlings if that's what they are, Mel, because they'll need it. If you can do a nighttime watering, that'll be the go. Give them a good flood. At the birthday party, I have no idea what you're going on about. But have a good time, anyway.
What? Who?
Time. That's how it's said, isn't it, Mel? Time.
What birthday party? Who? Because I'm not reading the chat.
You want me to say thyme?
Birthday
I
party.
don't know. Someone's birthday. Jojo's going to this big event.
Oh, say happy birthday to them. Even though I don't know them.
Yes, there was a guy in America in the 30s who dedicated an amazing amount of money to have the language changed. In other words, phonetically, spell as it sounds. You can research it. I forget his name, but he millions of dollars. And he got a bit of a following for a while, then just fell over. It's like if you ask an American to spell tire. Mel, it'll be T-I-R-E. Where we spell it T-Y. Elbo's having a birthday. Well, I imagine it's probably another day spent at the proctologist. Will I live another year? I don't know, son.
Why?
There's that much stuff in here. There's 2 spare tyres. Seems to be a lady called Janelle. Let's get her out of there for starters. You'll have to stop doing it or you'll go blind.
Okay, Link. Well, it's great that people get another birthday, but who cares about him?
Birthday, fat, middle-aged, closet gay, balding,
Stop it.
so-called Assyrian, Elbo. Happy birthday. You know, they can do hair replacement these days. I wonder if someone's going to send him a Mr. Hair salon gift to have him grow his own hair again. Just a thought.
I don't care, it's his birthday.
It's very sad. If you look at the context of his life, it's miserable.
He should be
Wouldn't
given.
wish that upon anyone.
He should be giving everyone else something, gifts. Be thankful he even made another year with his health.
Yes, I can do it both ways for you, Mel, if you like. I'll say it as it's actually educationally taught in my country, time. Or I can say thyme, just to keep you happy.
Yes, time. T-H-Y-M-E.
Yes.
Why is it spelt like that? See, that's stupid.
Well, it's a mixture of scientific name and colloquial name. But it's whoever wrote it down the first time needs a lot to answer for. Well, there is such a thing as English English. There is Scottish English, Irish English, Welsh English. There's Australian English, then there's American, which has nothing to do with English. Just kidding. Do you know what a channel would never succeed on the bottom of YouTube is, guys? Imagine if someone opened up a channel and it's spelling bee time. 2 contestants tonight are Mel from Australia and Jojo from the United States. Wrong. Wrong.
No, Seeds has made up a new,
Frenglish, it's true, there is.
is
And there's Spanglish.
is made up a new, instead of Lego, it's called Bego. The new board game, Bego.
I don't say this flippantly, and I don't mean it in a nasty way, but the 2 people involved that you're talking about, Buttercup, are the 2 loneliest people I've ever known in my life. So, you got 2 lonely people keeping each other company. And that's just the way it is. The nature of the beast.
Well, I'm going to bed.
Yes, and I shall close this down.
I love yous all.
That's good night for me. And in the darkness, if I go a bit closer,
It's like
can't
close.
see you. You're
Why
just
don't-
darkness.
I don't want
You
closer.
don't want it too close. Have a great day, guys, wherever you are.
So love ya.
And Mel, make sure you water those little seedlings. Heaps. We've got 4 or 5 days over 100.
Love yous.
And they'll go crispy otherwise.
So love.
There'll be flower arrangements, dried ones.
Stop ignoring me.
All right, have a great day and a great night, Mel. We'll see you all at another time. Bye-bye.